Yeah, I went there. Hi, I'm Drew. Welcome to the Beggars Woodshop. Yep, I purchased one. A Shopsmith Sawsmith. Magna era, not the Yuba era, which came later, which was Magna Yuba. It's still got its goldy paint, and it still has a lot of work to do. I was once told, if you ever can get your hands on one, get it. And I almost did years ago that had a broken switch, but I couldn't justify myself because I already had another radio alarm. Well, that radio alarm is now sold. So, I got this thing, and the other one paid for this thing. And I gotta say, there's a lot of nice things about this, but it's going to take time. So, let me give you a little brief introduction about some of the work I've done on this one and the challenges I've run into. And then I'll tell you what's going to happen next. So, take a look at this footage I shot about 2 months ago now, because it's December when I'm filming this, and it is colder than it was then.
Well, as you can tell from what you see here of what I've disassembled of the cabinet, there's a lot of rust. There was some rust damage that happened due to a critter, so I've got to remove a lot of it, and some of it's a little easier to deal with than others. Yeah, kind of a few spotty spots. Spotty spots, is that even a phrase? But you can see, yeah, even across the front here. So I have to get a removing of this rust. Now, I start by removing the surface layer with a 5-in-1 tool here, just kind of get some of this out. I do also need to be careful about how much I'm taking off, because if I get down to a paint level, I run into a bit of a problem, because this is, I believe, the original paint, and back in the 50s and 60s, they still used lead in their paint. So as I'm sanding here, I did eventually hit some spots where I removed the paint, and I really should be wearing gloves, long sleeves, and even some kind of respiration while I do this. And then, of course, I suck up the dust with the small shop vac, and then go back to it, the same repetitive process again and again, sand a lot of it down. There's just so much that I'm just going to have to remove via another method. And you'll see a shot here coming up, if it's not next, where, yeah, I went to the surface, and if I end up having to redo this entire thing, I'm actually okay with that. You know, it just happens.
Okay, I've removed as much of the rust as I can. I'm just going to have to find myself a kiddie pool and purchase some Evaporust. I paused there because I want to always call it Rust Be Gone for some reason. But yeah, I'm going to get the back panel on, clean up the inside a tiny bit with a vacuum, and just go from there. Yeah, this is it may possibly be that I'm going to have to hold off on doing any other kind of rust removal and completely dismantling of this thing until much later. I have to watch the budget, because first I've got to sell the radio alarm to pay for this radio alarm, and then also I've got another item I have to sell, and most of what I sell that for is going to be used for any missing parts, allegedly. But yeah, let me get started here.
Well, I got back to it and cleaned up some more spots. You can also see here this little brief section I'm going to show you with the casters. You look at one, and then you look at the setup of the other. I don't know how we got here, so I've got to get some parts and pieces. Yeah. Finally, just so I could store things a little easier, I reassembled it, put the drawers back in, and just put it off in the corner. Get ready for part 2, I think.
So that's briefly what I've got done. If I haven't already mentioned it, because I still have to go back and review what I shot, I have removed all the wiring that connected to each other so I could rewire the switch. The problem I have with the switch, it's buried back there, I'll get to it later, is the off button needs to be re-glued. But I'm not 100% sure which glue I can use because of the type of plastic. I know nothing about it and how old it is, but I'm going to get that done, even if I have to turn a new one and use it up here. because it's very important to have that off button. I can move things around, but the arm is still extremely stiff. I have not been able to loosen it up when tilting it left and right, but I also don't expect to do too much of that. I'll explain in a little bit. Moving it forward and back, perfectly fine. But this area here, this rotation, be able to move it left and right, is jammed. Even if I disassemble most of this, it won't budge. And I don't know why. I really don't know why. It is difficult to figure out. And disassembly of this whole piece is more difficult because there's a pin in there, and it's a lot of stuff that I don't have the knowledge, nor do I have the guts to try to take care of. Okay. But essentially, I don't anticipate doing certain cuts, like having this angle or having this tilted, because I intend to primarily use this for larger stock that needs dados or a few compound cuts. Things like if I was building a pergola, I'd want some dados for some cross bracing. Well, I'm going to do that on this piece because it's going to be a lot more difficult on other ways. Otherwise, this piece is a collection that I'm going to hold on to. So, yeah, that is the status. Oh, don't think I showed this on camera. The table mount. I'm missing the angle iron that's supposed to go in here. And that alone is going to be difficult because it's not just angle iron, but the very ends that go into the clamps, which are down here, folds over onto itself. So, yeah, there's a lot to figure out there and a lot to do, and I can't do anything about it right now. Because when I got this, it came with a jointer. And that jointer was in better condition and a better setup than my original jointer, my Magna era jointer. So I have to sell that jointer so I can pay for the parts for this. Otherwise, I have to wait for other funds to come in from other places, be it I sell some magic wands or my GoFundMe takes off, link in the description. Yes, it's slow and not really, but I understand why it's slow. It's just life these days. But yeah, that's what's going on with this. So this is a brief overview. How soon I'm going to get to this is another story. You're just going to have to stay tuned. But yes, I have the Sawsmith, the radial arm saw, in my collection. And I hope you enjoyed seeing this little preview of all the work I've got to do and all the things that I have gotten done, and hopefully I can get done a little bit better. There are still little tiny things to get, little parts and all the other stuff as I mentioned. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe if you really enjoyed this video and enjoy the content I do, and hopefully I can continue to bring you more content, and hopefully I will see you next time right here on the Beggars Woodshop.